Hello everyone, welcome to another movie review, and this time it's on the movie The Legend of Hercules. This movie came out back in 2014. What do I think about this movie? Is it great? Is it good? Is it bad? Uh, well, one thing I gotta say before I get to my thoughts on the matter, I just saw this movie for the first time, and right before doing this, I browsed a little bit through the reviews on Imdb, and I was like, okay, yeah. Not many people seem to like this, and I don't blame them. Okay, so let's go over everything. So, first of all, what are my feelings about this movie? Um, it's good. It's alright. That's it. Uh, yeah, that's it. Uh, there's a lot of stuff that's bad about this movie. I'll agree to that, and I can understand why a lot of people don't like this movie. Okay, so first of all, let's touch base with the cast. I don't know any of the people in the cast. Thank God. Because really, the actors in this, they're not good. They're not good. But at the same time, they're not bad. This is where it's hard to judge this because it's the type of acting you would not see in a feature film, and this is a feature film. It's a type of acting that you would normally see in a TV movie, and so because this is like a feature film, it's like really. So, and to me personally, it doesn't fit. It doesn't fit, and I couldn't tell you which one I think went above and beyond because really, for the most part, I don't like the acting. I really don't. I think it was unnecessary to for it for the acting to be something that you would see out of a TV movie because this isn't a TV movie. This is a feature movie, a feature film. This actually hit theaters. Yeah, yeah. Just no. And this is something else I need to talk about. The, yes, there is a director to this. There's always a director to the movies. Wenny, I believe I'm pronouncing this right. Holland. Wenny Holland is a director. You are a director. It's your job to direct the acting. And I have to say this, I am really sorry, everyone, but Rennie, direct. Did this is to the point where I don't know if it was the actor's fault or the director's fault. This is kind of I couldn't tell you which fault it is. It might be a bit of both. It might be the actor's fault and the director's fault. Or it could be not the actor's fault and just the director's fault. Considering how it was, I would have to say it's probably a mix of both. A mix of both. The actors and the director. I have a feeling they're both at fault. But that being said, I could be wrong about that. What else to talk about? Well, this movie. This is where I'm gonna switch things up. This movie kind of redeems itself. The action. Believe it or not, I actually liked the action. I thought the action was good. That was it. That's it. That's all. But action doesn't really make a movie good or great. It doesn't. It's either the acting that makes it great, or the storyline. And on the front, I would have to say the plot itself. It's a It is a Hercules movie, but it's not the right. It's not the right plot to a Hercules movie, if you understand what I'm saying, because it's not the actual origin story of the character of Hercules. What they did was they took the. I think we also know this by now. It's not really spoiling anything. Hercules is supposed to be half god and half man. And basically, they took that aspect and they made an origin. This is so hard to talk about. They made a different origin story of Hercules, a different origin take of it. So it's not really the actual origin story of Hercules. They like I said, they did a different take of it. And it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing at all. I actually prefer the actual storyline, the actual origin story of Hercules, and I wish they had followed through with that. But yeah. But what they did do, I actually liked the storyline. But that being said, it felt rushed. It felt rushed. Like they're always trying to make it to the next scene as quick as they can. And the type of storyline that they did, it should have been a longer movie. Because it felt, like I said, it felt rushed. It felt like they were trying to make it to the next scene. It felt like, to me personally, there should have been more story to it. So this movie should have been longer, to me personally. It should have been longer, and it should have gone for at least 2 hours and 30 minutes, if not 3 hours. I know some people don't like it when it's that long, but there's certain movies that have to be that long because there's so much storyline to tell. But yeah. Anyhow, moving on. Graphics. Not the best for its time, but I still really enjoyed the graphics. That was another aspect that I really enjoyed. I thought the graphics were really good. Again, could have been so much better. Yeah. And the last thing I need to talk about is the pacing of the movie. That's something I would have to say they nailed. Certain scenes that should have been slow were slow. Certain scenes, the scenes that were slow, that was supposed to be, that should have been slow, were slow, and the scenes that should have been fast was fast. I give them kudos for that. But it felt like they tried to condense it as much as they could. That being said, IMDb, with all the users combined, gives this movie a 4.2 out of 10. What do I think about this? What do I think about that? For the most part, I would have to say it's good. And it's due to the storyline. Due to the storyline, well, it actually has its moments. Yeah, and it was that kept me wanting to watch more, seeing what they would, seeing what they were coming up with. And oh yes, there was something else I needed to talk about, and people would probably say this movie was too predictable, too predictable. And to me personally, it's like I don't mind predictable movies as long as they're entertaining. And to me personally, this movie is entertaining. Like I said, with all the uses combined, they give this movie a 4.2 out of 10. What do I think? Well, my thoughts to that, kind of around though. I'm gonna give it a one higher rating due to the storyline. Due to that, yeah, and I like the fact that they tried to put aka some effort into this. Some effort. I give this movie none other than a 5 out of 10. 5 out of 10. It's good. That's it. Nothing great, nothing great about this movie. Yeah, but it has a lot of downfalls. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this. And if you love this movie or didn't love this movie, you can let me know in the comment section down below. Let me know what you think, what your thoughts are. I always love the comments, whether you love the movie or hate it. You can like this video, like this review, and you can subscribe to my channel if you love my content. So thank you all for taking time to watch, and join me next time for another movie review I intend to do soon. I am out.